Okay, we're back on. That little camera's hot. Well, there's a sign here, huh? So just about 23 miles so far. Oh, there we go. Be nice if they had like a level, I guess. Like my good still camera helps. I guess you can do movies with it too. Wow. People just go, they want that CNE religious people. Don't call them Christians anymore. There. Worshippers of men more than anything. Oh, another house falling in. He's raised. So, this is where we go off to the right, what they told me. And in Pennsylvania, you know, the roads at the time were real good in Ohio. When I crossed the border in Pennsylvania, they looked even better. But they were like hidden. Oh, there's the creek there. That's the creek we just crossed. That probably comes from East Palestine. And then it meets up with the other one we crossed earlier. And then there's another fork that meets south on Route 7. There's like 3 forks that turn into Beaver Creek and then go to the Ohio River. So, it'd be interesting to see if there's any life in the waters. Well, it would be beneficial to bring my van, but it's rusted in 2 extremes. That way you could look under a microscope, set up a table inside, and see right away if what's inside the water is living or not. Something hanging on that Jeep. So this is so familiar. Pennsylvania, I think we're in. Yeah, this is the border. Yeah. So I know I got like a Cannondale bike bag under the rear seat for that bicycle sometime. And then Mom had those little worn out Tupperware sippy cups with lid, and I'd put one in the bike bag with something to drink. That was about it for a long time. Yeah, temperature says 51. I'm a little chilly, but we're trying to cool off the roasting camera. So yeah, it was the DJI Osmo 4 or something they saw. But those have some problems too. It's too bad the GoPros are just a little roasting. I guess you're supposed to do a little sports thing with them and then turn them off. I have to fall in the snow every once in a while. It's hot. Oh, we're doing pretty fine. That road's a little cracked, a little rough, but like I said, it was like picture perfect back in 1980, and then there would be like a huge gaping pothole every once in a while. Like, you didn't want to hit it with car, truck, or anything. Especially a $90 bicycle. .3 miles so far, so couldn't do that nowadays unless I weigh I can do that on the electric bikes. So I would have been, 16 years old. I think there was kind of be a fight or something, and maybe an argument about letting me ride a bicycle over there. So you got no idea, how far you are from home, how far you have to go. You're just riding all afternoon, hoping you get there before dark. I might have made it without spending the 4 quarters. I was so thirsty. Figure if your teenager just did something like that, you'd be celebrating a little bit. Hey, keep the 4 quarters. No, holy crap, man. Oh, there we go. We got some butter. There's the old Pennsylvania State Route sign for the Keystone State. It's not a state, it's a commonwealth. All the license plates back in said Keystone State. Wow, that's a nice new room on the left. Yeah, that barn was there back in the day. That's the lane warning. It sounds just like when you run over those little things on the white line. Pretty cool. So we'll just pull by my grandmother's house, and so there's different people living there now, and they might not be, they'd probably actually offer me food. Another C&E Sunday thing going on. It's funny because Easter is sun worship. Was it Ra? Easter, sun rises in the east. Christmas was the winter solstice, trying to turn all the pagan holidays into Christian ones. And there's nothing biblical about it whatsoever. And then the dates change for Easter because of Passover, which is biblical, I guess. Well, I'm not sure their holiday is that they should celebrate either. I guess it's just a remembrance. Getting out of Egypt. So what do you think so far? Teenager, no map, no phone, 4 quarters. Nothing to drink. I guess I didn't eat too much for Easter lunch. Of course, when you're young, it doesn't bother you as much. Lag you down, but since it was the first ride of the year, it turned out to be a little bit difficult, You start out good and it's warm, and then it's chilly as the afternoon came along. So we're already come up the Blackhawk area. Of course, now I know. Then I was like, oh, God, is this ever going to end? Are we ever going to get there? No lights on the bike. Probably all the reflectors were taken off for to make the little steel bike weigh as less as it could. I should have said I had to go to the bathroom or something just to get in my grandmother's house. I'm sure they would offer me something to eat or drink. I never got nothing to eat or drink. No to-go plate or drink or anything. I'm like, what kind of parenting is this? Wow, look at that. That's not too far. We're already here. This is just blacktop. So there's a golf course up ahead. Off to the left, I pulled into with my bike. I get in the door, and I usually got away with never being treated anytime as a teenager as underage, which is funny. But, you know, I guess I was wearing the shorts and stuff. T-shirt. Guy swearing at me to get out of the bar because you got to be 18 or 21 or whatever it was. We're actually, so we can't pull in around the golf into the parking lot or whatever. I said, I just need directions. I'm lost. A bike ride from here to there. I just wonder how far I got to go. He says, oh, you got like 2-3 miles to go, I think. I said, oh, thank God. He said, there's a golf cart. Is there any way I can get a drink? And the Sprites were 50 cents a piece, and I got 2 of them, which made my dad even more angry. So here's the golf course. A little over 31 miles away from start. We'll pull in because that's part of the trip and circle around. Oh, there's an entrance. Who knows? I don't see anything that looks the same here. If I didn't have to pee already, I would stop in and get a drink. I don't know if it's private or semi-private.